Family, welcome back to Larry's Anything Goes. Hope you guys having a great and exceptional day. Well, back in the saddle, as they say. We had a great trip in Jackson, Mississippi. Definitely one thing, because a lot of people, they know I went there for three things. One, for business, trying to look up some real estate properties. Number two, to check out some of the actual rich history of the state of Mississippi, whether good or bad, because every part of the world has good and bad history, no matter what certain people want to say that all history is great and blah blah blah. That's nonsense. But anyways, and then I went down there for, I can say I actually enjoyed being in more of a rural state where there was some peace and freaking quiet, and people actually looked, for the most part, a little bit happier. Whether somebody was working at Walmart or somebody was working at a big corporate setting, for the most part, people were walking around with a little pep in their step, and I like that. The one thing I always say I like about the West Coast and the South when it comes to the United States of America is people have a little bit more of a laid-back mindset, laid-back mentality, and that always fits my personality because that's how I am. I don't need to be. I'm from the DMV area, uptight country where everybody's uptight. You have some cool people, but you have a lot of people that you're just trying to flex and floss on you for the sake of flexing and flossing on you. So it is what it is. So today's word of the day, I'm just going to keep it really simple, is U-turn. Hey, eventually in this life we have to, a U-turn is basically when you were trying to, when you're walking or driving in a specific area, but you passed the actual exit or the building or the house that you were trying to go to. And it kind of goes into today's quote of the day by P2K, who's a R&B singer that I got to see when I was at the Black Rodeo at the Mississippi Coliseum in Jackson, Mississippi. And I think I've heard his song, I Got to Make a U-Turn, one time before a little bit, but I never actually didn't really know who he was. So it was nice to see him perform. It was a good atmosphere, and the South has a little bit more of a good, wholesome spirit to it. So, because it was actually pretty cool. This one of the workers who was actually a concession worker at the Mississippi Coliseum. I was trying to figure, because I've never been to this place before, so I was trying to figure out, hey, where's my seat at? And she's like, I can't help you, honey, but if you talk to one of the security guards, they'll be able to assist you. I'm so sorry. So usually, like I said, where I'm from, everybody's got a stink attitude most of the time. So when you're around people that actually are smiling and got a nice little ease to them, that's my kind of folks to be around. But anyways, so P2K has a great song called "Gotta Make a U-Turn," and so for me, 2023 has been a year of a U-turn. Stopped talking to a lot of people, stopped dealing with a lot of people from 2021 to 2022, stopped dealing with a lot of people from years ago, because it's not that I have hate in my heart for anybody, because I don't. Either we're cool or we're not, or the season of you has passed. For you to be in my life, the season of me has passed to be in your life, because I'm not going to get what I want from you. You're not going to get what you want from me or need from me, and I need from you. So therefore, we must part ways. And and I need to make a U-turn in regards to, hey, I'm at the wrong exit. I'm at the wrong place. I'm with the wrong people, and I need to make a U-turn in order for me to ensure that I'm putting myself on a path to be around people that matter. Like, great example, when I was in Reading, Pennsylvania, I was around people that matter. I was at a cookout where people were great, for the most part, laid back, family oriented, yet it was great adult conversation. The people's house that I was at, that they had a great setup where it was like a blow up pool / slide. So where the kids were doing a great thing being kids. They had a spot for where they could be kids at, adults could be adults, parents were watching their kids. It was a great atmosphere, because a lot of times when you go to certain family events, especially nowadays, kids are running amok, parents are letting them do it, and there's just no respect. Like I said, when I was young, I got popped for looking at somebody wrong. So this new world of just letting kids run amok nonsense, I don't understand it, but it is what it is. And unfortunately, in certain situations, it makes it easier for people to steal your kids, because you just let them run amok. And I'm not a parent. I'm not trying to tell anybody to be a parent. I just say, hey, the way I was brought up, respect was a must. It was non-negotiable. Respect was non-negotiable in my mother's house. And I'm sure if my father was still alive, it would have been the same way. So respect was non-negotiable in the men's house, like my grandfather, my uncle's house. It was non-negotiable. You either show it or you get popped. It is what it is. And if you want to pull that, you want to call the police on me, they'll be like, hey, and go enjoy living in an orphanage and see how life ends up for you. So it is what it is. But yeah, in 2023, I've had to make a U-turn because I've wasted a lot of time, wasted a lot of money, wasted a lot of energy with people that are cool, but we just don't, there's no future as far as relationships, as far as friendships, whatever the case may be. And there's nothing wrong with that. Because for me, it's just like, hey, I have, regardless of what happens, I got to be a mover and a shaker. I got to make the moves. I'm going to do what I got to do at the end of the day. I don't got time to play around. Okay. So, so I'm making a U-turn in that aspect of my life. I'm making sure that money moves are being made. I'm making sure that, putting things away, getting the right information, being around the right people, because I want to get off of the exit in life that's going to be prosperous for me and the people that I'm engaging with on a regular basis. That's, so that's where I'm at in my life, and I've had to make a U-turn in that aspect. All right. So now, do the great three things: like, share, and subscribe. Hopefully, you guys have a great day. And hey, if you've made a U-turn this year, or you want to make some sort of a U-turn, mentally, physically, or whatever have you, do it. Life's too short. Do it, get it done, get it in, and at the end of the day, do your best to not commit a sin. So as I always say, do great three things: like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day. Make money move, so you're gonna live bro like a fool. Take